what's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good day, good week, good life, and everything. I hope everybody's staying safe with this coronavirus going on. I'm kind of bored, to be honest, all the time. All the places I usually go, they're closed, and so it's kind of boring staying at home. Like, I watched all the Hunger Games in like one night, pretty much. I've never seen the Hunger Games before. I like them. I wish they had I wish they would make more, but it's kind of the end of the book, I guess, or whatever. I was never really interested in that, but I thought they were good movies. I also finished The Maze Runner, all three of them, or the other two. I watched the first one, but I just never watched the other two. And comment down below what movie series or just movies that you think I would like. That's not what I'm talking about today. Today is another story time, like you could tell probably in the title. I'm gonna be talking about my first fight. So, my first fight, like actual fight, it only lasted actually like 10 seconds. Like, I'm probably gonna talk about two different fights. So the first one, I was in 8th grade, and there was this kid. He was in the same grade as me, and it was I think it was like a week before graduation, and or was it 7th grade? I don't remember. I think it was 7th grade actually. I don't remember which grade it was, but I remember it was like the week before the end of the year, so like we couldn't get in any trouble, and so we were walking back from lunch, and we only had like one more class, and then we went home, or like two more classes, and then we went home. I don't really remember. But I just remember walking, and I was walking with this girl, and he like bumped into her, and I was like, "Are you gonna say sorry?" He like bumped into her in like kind of a rude way, because I don't know why, but like people like to walk in crowds. It was kind of dumb, but like there's like you have all this room, and like everybody wants to walk in crowds, and there's like all these other ways that people walk. And so anyway, he bumps into her in a rude way. I'm like, "Yo, you're gonna say sorry?" And he was like, "Why do I need to say sorry? You know, we're just walking." And I was like, "You're gonna say sorry?" And then he just like pushed me, and I was like, "All right, dude. Like, I'm not gonna fly with that." So I pushed him back, and I was like, "You gotta learn some manners." And so yeah, he just pushed me one more time. I let it loose, and I punched him, and his glasses like fell off, or they broke. I don't really remember. I remember just people talking about his glasses and like the way I punched him, and then like he swung at me, but like he wasn't even like close to hitting me. So it was like kind of like an anger. It was kind of like he was like not a nerd, but like he liked Pokemon and stuff, and like, you know, those type of kids in school, they had that weird anger in them. So he got like that weird anger, and so we were like about the same size. I just had like a little bit more bulk to me, like muscle wise, and so I just grabbed him, and then I just threw him onto the ground, and then just punched him, and then they pulled me off, and you know, we went to the office, and we were just like they just like asked like what happened and this and that, and I was like, "Yo, I was in self-defense. You know, I was just trying to get, you know, leave my way out of there, man, trying to finesse." And so yeah, so they just like I think I got suspended or something like that. I don't really remember the everything about it. I just remember I got in trouble, and they told me it's like to watch out. And then this is why I'm having trouble remembering if it's 7th or 8th grade, because I remember like right after that I got in a fight with this dude. His name was Chongo, back in high school, or in middle school, I mean, and they call him Chongo. For you that I don't know, I guess it's like big monkey in like Spanish. I don't really speak Spanish, so I might be wrong, but that's what I was told, that's why they called him that. And so and he embraced the name, like he made it his Instagram name and everything. So he's taller than me, so he's like 6'4", 6'5". I've been like the same height, kind of like ever since like 7th grade. So I've been but I've probably grown like probably 2, maybe 3 inches. So I was like, I'm like 5'9", 5'10" now. So I was probably like 5'7", 5'6" back then. And so, he had a big height advantage and weight advantage. He was fat back then. He slimmed down, and then I don't know what he's doing now. And the funny thing is, we were friends, and then we got in this fight, and then we were friends again after. So I don't remember what the fight was about. I just remember I would always like talk smack. I was just always that kid back in high school and middle school that just I would just I would just trash talk people like all the time. I would always get in trouble for it. I don't really understand why I would get in trouble for it. But I just, and that, I convinced the principal multiple times, me not getting in trouble. Anyway, so how this other fight happened, we were doing something, and this was actually before graduation. And he had already gotten in trouble because he socked a girl in the face. The girl is the same height as him, and she started the fight. And so, I think I was yapping about that, and so he grabbed my shirt, and I kind of got away from him, and then I grabbed his shirt. He always wore not dress shirts, but button up shirts, but they're not the best quality. I don't know where he got them from, but so I yanked on it, and the shirt ripped, and so he got mad, and so he was kind of coming after me, and so I just jumped on his back, and I was just kind of chokeholding him, and he got him down on his knees, and then I just pushed him off of me, and then everybody was breaking it up and stuff, and then I remember going to the office, and there is this she was I don't know what to call them, new aides or security guards. She wasn't really one of those. She was an older lady, and I remember she came back just to be around during the last month, just to say goodbye to all the kids that were in the 8th grade about to graduate to go to high school, because she had a heart attack or something like that. And so I hope she's still alive, because that was years ago. And but anyway, I just remember her making jokes towards him, because she was like, dude, this little kid beat you up and blah blah blah. And then I remember he had milk duds, or she gave him milk duds. And then she was like, you know what? Never mind. And so she took the milk duds from him and then gave them to me. And so I thought that was super funny. And so he was just angry. And then I shared my milk duds with him. And so then we were just fine. And then just we drifted apart. I moved schools out midway through high school after my sophomore year. So we just stopped talking and all that. But the fight that lasted 10 seconds was my freshman year of high school, and there's this kid, and he would yap all the time, and I had my he tried to stick with my group of friends that I had. I didn't really talk to that many people, but I was friends with these kids because we liked the same thing. We like football, we like sports, and so I would play Madden Mobile on my phone with them, and and I would hook them up, I would buy them in-game freaking cards or whatever it was. I don't really remember. Manny Jr., if you guys are watching this, because I know you guys got me on Instagram. Yeah, man, that was fun days, dude. But anyway, yeah, so he was yapping, and then one day we were on a field trip, and one of my friends in that group, he was like, hey, bro, you should just fight him after we get off the bus. So I looked at him, and I was like, yeah, you know what, that's right. So I was like, bro, you keep talking, I was talking my stuff. And so I was like, hey, let's handle this after. And so we got off, and I was waiting, and he just got off, and then he walked away. And then the weekend happened, and me and him had the same at my first high school, it was a block schedule. So you had 1-3-5 on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then 2-4-6 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it was actually on a Tuesday. So it was a second period, so it was after nutrition, because you get a break in between every class. And so yeah, he was just talking smack, and then I just took off my backpack. I always listen to earbuds. I always listen to music. I mean, and my earbuds. So I just took my earbuds out, like one out, and then I just threw my backpack off, and then just boom, it's like one punch, and he was just done, and he was just then that was the 10-second fight. I wouldn't even count it a fight, but I thought it was just funny. This next part is probably the funniest part. So we had this teacher, and it was actually her last year when I was teaching, when I was going there, and she was just like a crazy teacher, like one of those like I don't want to say not all their teachers, but she was kind of cuckoo, but like she was a good teacher at the same time. And so anyway, I was just in class, and I was just like just chilling there, and then I noticed he didn't come to class, and then like midway through the class he comes in with an ice pack on his eye, and then like I guess his mouth was bleeding too at the same time. So I was like, what the heck? He was just like holding like this, but his mouth was bleeding, and then like he just like his whole face was right here was just like red, and then like 2 days later it was like all purple like right here, and then it went away after a couple days. But she was just like, what happened? And then he kind of like looked over at me, and then she was just like, yeah, stop talking shit. And so and the whole class laughed because they all knew what happened. And so like the office never found out or anything like that. So I'm glad nothing like that ever happened. But yeah, I mean, that wraps up my first fights at school, I guess. Fighting at school, I don't know what to call it. I have another story, but it wasn't really a fight. It was just something that had happened to me when I was at school, but I was like in elementary school. But anyway, that'll wrap it up for this video today. I think it's like around 12 minutes or something like that. But anyway, I hope everybody, is staying safe and all that, and don't stop living life. That's I don't know if I could say anything to anybody. Just don't give up, man. It's just a roadblock, and you can always get around it. This thing's gonna end soon. I think so. So, yeah, everyone, just be safe and keep your stick on ice.